Drunk driving kills more than 10,000 people every year in the United States. A new law aims to change that, requiring alcohol detection systems in cars to stop impaired drivers from getting behind the wheel. And not just for people with a history of drunk driving. This new law applies to everyone. Our chief investigator, Cheryl Fiandaca, got an in-depth look at this technology to see how it works.
This crash changed my life forever.
It was February 2008. Sarah Carmichael was stopped at this red light in Framingham when she was hit by a drunk driver.
I was in a medically induced coma for about 10 days. C1 and C2 vertebrae in my neck were fractured, as well as the base of my skull, both sides of my collarbone, 11 of my ribs. My pelvis was shattered, and doctors prepared my family that I wasn't going to live.
Her recovery took years, and it wasn't easy.
I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn basically how to do everything from like sitting up in bed on my own to brushing my teeth.
Sarah became an advocate for victims and, along with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, pushed for federal legislation that would make alcohol detection systems mandatory in all vehicles.
Yeah.
This week, it happened. President Biden signed the infrastructure bill that includes requiring cars to be equipped with the technology.
With alcohol present in a controlled environment, we can see it register on the graph immediately.
This Marlboro company is just one of several working on the technology. The DADS program uses infrared sensors that register a driver's breath and touch sensors that capture blood alcohol levels in the skin. And the results, the company says, only take a second.
Warning, alcohol detected. Use alternate safe ride.
The sensor will detect whether you have alcohol and how much you have alcohol. There'll be something that tells you that you are above a legal limit in your state. You can start the vehicle but not allow you to move the car.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving say requiring alcohol detection technology will make the roads safer.
Despite the pandemic, we're seeing an uptick in fatality crashes. We're going to see a 9% increase in deaths.
But critics of the technology worry that the car data could raise privacy concerns.
This doesn't call the police.
Absolutely not. This is not the cop on board. This is not something that is going to be monitoring you and recording what you're doing. It's just there to really prevent you from making the wrong decision.
I think it is absolutely about time that drinking and driving stops so that there will be no more victims like myself.
So how soon will we see this technology in cars? Well, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration first has to choose the system and set up the safety standards. And then the automakers get 3 years to install it. With new cars, the technology won't likely start rolling off the assembly line until 2026. Cheryl Fiandaca, WBZ News.